she's really seen by national Democratic leaders as the best chance to unseat Susan Collins next year. Janet Mills has cast a long shadow over this race for months because she's, an incumbent governor who's won 2 statewide races, and she's a top recruit for national Democrats. Back in February, the governor had this confrontation with President Trump at the White House that really catapulted her into this national conversation.
Otherwise, you're not getting any federal funding. See you in court. Every state. Good, I'll see you in court. I look forward to that.
Because she became basically this resistance hero by standing up to the president, basically vowing to defend Maine's laws, despite his insistence that they follow this executive order on transgender athletes participating in girls' sports teams.
Now that she has joined the race, I would say the dynamics have certainly changed or shifted in some ways. She probably is regarded as the front runner because she has the most name recognition, especially among the Democratic base. At this point, there's more than a half dozen people in the race. Some of them have not been heavily campaigning, so we're not even sure if they're even in the race at this point. They've just registered. But then you have people like Graham Platner, who has just generated this enormous buzz and momentum behind his campaign, where he's running largely on an anti-establishment platform where he's been really critical of the Democratic Party.
In doing so, Graham Platner is trying to frame Janet Mills as basically this proxy for what he says are problems with the Democratic Party nationally.
She's been involved with Democratic Party for decades, and there's a real thirst and a hunger right now among voters, both Democratic voters and independent voters, for change.
I think Susan Collins, she's a formidable campaigner, and she's held that seat since 1996. And Democrats have taken a lot of shots at trying to topple her. National Democrats have, been eyeing Collins as vulnerable at least since 2020 and even before then. But this year's a little bit different. I think what they see is Collins' favorability really lower than it ever has been.
Susan Collins is the only Republican who's running for re-election in a state that voted for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump did win one electoral college vote in Maine by winning the 2nd district, but overall the state went pretty handily to the Democrat. So that's, at least on paper, the way Democrats are looking at it.